This is my mother-in-law, Louise.
Oh, no. Can I get in the back?
And this is my cow, Louise. And this is Farm to Brookdale. Saturday morning, and we're heading north about an hour and a half to pick up our pears and apple trees that we ordered a few months back. Here we are for our order at what's the name of the place?
Century Farm Orchard.
Century Farm Orchard.
Hello.
Hello. And we got Cynthia and Patrick here.
Yeah.
Beautiful day.
It is. It's a great what y'all are doing, bringing back the old time tree types.
Yeah, it's something special. And I mean, you know, they're good apples.
Yeah.
Would you like to
Younger
know
people-
kind of the background?
Yeah, we'd love to.
So several years ago, there was an apple tree that our grandfather had, and it was dying. And so our brother David, he's the one that owns the farm, he said, I need to be able to save this. So he learned how to graft. And so he was able to graft the tree and saved it. And
Wow.
our grandmother was still living at the time our grandfather had passed away. And he said, Granny, you know, in a few years we'll have apples on this. She's like, I'll be dead. and then a few years later, he did have apples. And he's like, look, Granny, you aren't dead. And I actually think she was kind of upset that she was wrong.
Is that right?
More than that she was alive. But yeah, so then it just kind of blossomed.
How about that? How old was your grandmother
Um,
when she passed?
was it 80?
88. That's how old well, she's 87. She'll be 88 in next August, my mother-in-law. So thank you so much for doing this. We've been looking for a place that sells old-time apples. You know, we like the disease resistance because we don't spray anything on the farm, so that's a big deal. And David's been really helpful to us. So
Wonderful.
I know. And every year gets you about 4 or 5.
Yeah, I'm here in North Carolina originally. The Red Rebel is that one here. It's a pretty apple. Has a tendency to have a little bitterness on the skin, but great when peeled for eating, also for cooking, also too. And one of the better apples that I like is your black twig apple, which comes off of the wine sap.
no good deal.
And that's a firm apple. That's good for eating, great for cooking, and people have used it for cider before.
I'm glad we ordered a couple of those then.
Good. Did you try getting the Joseph apple?
No, we did not.
This Joseph apple originally came from Europe, from Yugoslavia back in 1903. And the tree was brought there and planted in Richmond, Virginia by my grandfather. And it's a known variety that was sent to Washington State, was sent to Stark's Pomologists and Millers. And so it's no known variety, so I named it after my grandfather, Joseph. It's a very good firm apple. I call it bulletproof. It doesn't get diseases or viruses or anything. And it's a good keeper. They originally called it a smokehouse apple because they put it in a smokehouse. And later found out it's not a smokehouse. And the reason they named it there because it kept so well, and it kept in the smokehouse till about March of every year.
How about that?
So it's a good keeper.
Well, and the disease resistance is pretty important because everybody, you know, there's an orchard down the road from us and they have to spray everything.
Yeah. Now this one is Arkansas Black.
Yep.
Real late ripening apple. More the sun hits it, the blacker, the darker it gets. And it's a hard apple. Gets better in storage, and it's a good apple for eating and used for cooking also. Out of about 500 varieties that he has here.
Is the Joseph your favorite, Kenny? Is the Joseph your favorite of all of these here?
Yeah, because it's one I got a patent on.
Right. Yeah, okay.
But if you put that aside, the other one that I like is the old-fashioned wine sap.
Oh yeah, we got one of them too.
Old-fashioned wine sap is great for cooking, good for eating, and even cider. and it brings back memories that my dad would get a bushel of them at the market years ago, put them in the basement, and you could smell a hint of wine when you would go downstairs to the basement.
Did he put them in a barrel?
He had them in a basket, just
In a
like
basket?
a regular
All right.
bushel basket.
How about that?
And also you've got the Stamens wine sap and the Virginia wine sap, but out of the three, the old fashioned is the best.
Well, that's good.
And the Virginia wine sap came off the sport, off the wine, old-fashioned wine sap, and it's just not as. It's a good apple, but the old-fashioned is the best.
And what's this? What kind of apple do you have over here in the
Now he's
hard
used
side?
mainly he used Magnum Bowman in that this year, and had some Hughes Crab to kind of take a little bit of the heavy sweetness away from it, give it more of a flavor and everything to it. And that's what he used in the cider. That's a hard cider, and in order to get a hard cider, just let the air get to it, and it'll start to ferment.
Good deal.
And if you leave it for a period of time, then you'll have what's over here in this little container. This is about 3 years old. You have vinegar,
All right.
and that's what they used to do years ago. The farmers and people that take the cider let go to vinegar, and they would actually have a vinegar barrel there. They could dip the vinegar out of the old wooden barrel, and everything would be pickled. You know,
They ferment everything pretty much
Yeah,
to keep
yeah,
it because
they
you
had
didn't
the
have
meat.
refrigeration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd pickle their beef, their pork, they'd pickle their cucumbers,
Yeah.
everything. And that's where they had preserved. And so that was a big thing. But now, the cider you get in the store is completely different. The vinegar rather is completely different. It's chemically produced and doesn't have the acidity that this has. And it's got a higher acidity rate to it. So things have changed over the years.
Well,
But-
we've started to do a lot of fermenting of our own, and you know, everything from sauerkraut to pickles, and we haven't tried meat yet, but
Yeah.
that's one of the things we're looking into.
I've got a small business on the side that do jams and jellies
All
and
right.
pickles and stuff, and I use a lot of vinegar in fermenting
Yeah.
pickles and everything, preserving them rather,
Good deal.
everything. But yeah, he's got a lot of apples here,
Yeah, it does.
a lot of varieties.
Yeah.
The York apple on the far end, the York, that is what they call a lopsided apple, and White House uses this to make their applesauce. It's good cooking and eating apple,
How about that?
and you can tell it's kind of a little bit lopsided. And all the apples, that's its trademark on that.
Yeah, I sure appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much for explaining
Glad
all
to
that.
do it.
Thank you.
Glad to do it.
You get a full cup of that. Say something.
Something.
Okay. So we've been trying
Wave. Hi, Mom.
to figure out what to say, and I think Sue has exactly the words.
Hi, Mom. I love you.
Hi, Lou.
We miss you.
I love you too.
I wish you were here or we were there. No, I
Eating-
wish you were here
Yeah, we wish you were here eating Thanksgiving dinner with us
tomorrow.
tomorrow, because today is the day before Thanksgiving.
Today, yeah. And yeah. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.